The first time I saw the child, he stood at the edge of the excavation pit, illuminated by the pale glow of our flood lamps. I assumed he belonged to one of the surveyors, maybe a technician's kid who'd wandered too far from camp. But then he tilted his head, slowly, curiously, and the light rippled across his skin like water disturbed by a breeze. That's when I realized he wasn't human. Our research team had been sent to Asterion 6 to study seismic anomalies deep beneath the planet's crust. A desert world, barren except for jagged black rock formations and winds that carried strange harmonic tones, it had been catalogued as uninhabited for centuries. No fauna detected. No sentient species confirmed. Nothing but sand, silence, and the occasional tectonic murmur that rattled equipment and unsettled nerves. So the appearance of this small, shimmering being, no taller than a human 5-year-old, froze every person in the excavation zone. "Don't move," whispered Dr. Hayden over my shoulder. "Elias, what the hell is that?" Before I could answer, the child's eyes, liquid silver and impossibly deep, locked onto mine. He took a tentative step forward. "It's okay," I murmured, raising my hands to show I carried no tools or weapons. "I won't hurt you." The boy's skin changed hues, a subtle shift from opaline blue to pastel violet, as if reflecting my voice or my emotions. Then, in a burst of decisive movement, he darted toward me. Not toward Hayden, not toward any of the dozen other humans present, toward me. He pressed his small palms against my chest plate, and suddenly a rush of images flooded my mind. A cavern lit by bioluminescent pillars. A towering figure with a crown of living tendrils. A feeling, a yearning, like a child searching for a lost parent. Then it was gone. The contact broke, and so did the silence around us. "Elias," Hayden hissed, "step away from it." But the child clung to me. And far above us, the sky began to tremble. The tremor wasn't seismic. It was atmospheric. The wind stilled, the planet's twin moons dimmed, and a low hum vibrated through my bones. Our sensors spiked with readings we'd never recorded on Asterion 6 before. Then, with a distortion of air like reality bending inward, she appeared. The alien queen. Her height alone dwarfed our tallest equipment tower. Her limbs were long and jointed like sculpted marble brought to life. Her skin shimmered with constellations, galaxies drifting across her surface like living tattoos. Tendrils crowned her head, graceful, branching, moving independently as though tasting the world around her. And her eyes, sunless black voids that radiated ancient intelligence. Every member of my team fell to their knees. Everyone except me. Because the child had wrapped his arms around my neck, trembling, not in fear but in expectation. The queen lowered herself, the sheer gravitational pressure of her presence making the ground crack beneath her. She extended one massive hand, palm up, beneath the child and me. Not to take him away, but as an act of reverence. A voice entered my mind, not spoken aloud but felt, like the echo of a dream. "He has chosen you." I swallowed hard. "Chosen me? For what?" The queen's head inclined. Her tendrils shifted like petals opening. "To be his father." The words were impossible, absurd. And yet, deep within my chest, something resonated. The child looked up at me, silver eyes wide with trust. "But why me?" I whispered. The queen's thoughts rippled through my consciousness like waves crashing against a shore. "Because you carry sorrow. 'Cause your heart holds space. Because you have lost a child of your own." My breath caught. I had never spoken of my past to anyone on this expedition. Years ago I'd lost my daughter, an illness no technology could save her from. It broke my marriage, ended my life on Earth as I knew it. I buried myself in off-world research just to avoid the silence of a home that no longer felt like one. How could you know that? My voice cracked. Your pain sings, the Queen answered. My son hears what others cannot. The child pressed his forehead to mine. Warm, present, real. Something in me broke open and began to heal. Our team retreated to allow the Queen and I to speak privately. If speak was even the right word. Her communication wasn't language. It was resonance. Thoughts sharing form, emotion shaping meaning. She told me her kind lived beneath the planet's crust, protected by vast labyrinths of biocrystalline structures that converted geothermal energy into sustenance. For centuries they remained hidden, avoiding surface dwellers, studying from afar but never intervening. Till now. Her son, the small being clutching my sleeve, had something rare among their species, the ability to connect emotionally with off-world minds, a trait believed extinct, a trait that meant he needed guidance beyond what his subterranean civilization could provide. He needed a father, and he had chosen one. Your people must leave this world, she said, her tone gentle but firm. Soon the surface will shift. My kind rises only when the planet calls change. Your presence disrupts that cycle. I frowned. We were detecting seismic disturbances. Was that you? Awakening, she confirmed. Asterion 6 will renew itself. The crust will break. Your machines cannot withstand what is coming. Then why reveal yourselves? Yes. She extended a hand toward her child. He scurried onto her palm, then immediately reached back toward me. Because he belongs with you. My heart hammered. What are you asking me to do? Take him. Protect him. Teach him. Let him teach you. The enormity of it slammed into me. Leave my mission. Abandon the research. Return home with an alien child capable of telepathic resonance. What government would allow it? What scientists would accept it? But when he crawled back into my arms, curling against me with the instinctive certainty of a child who has found safe harbor, every doubt melted. I'll take care of him, I said, voice hoarse. I promise. The Queen's tendrils glowed softly. Then you are one of us, Elias. And he is one of you. We evacuated Asterion 6 within hours. The Queen and her people descended into the depths, vanishing as if swallowed by the planet itself. Even from orbit, we saw the first fractures ripple across the crust, brilliant molten lines like the veins of a world being reborn. Earth authorities were stunned when I returned with him. But the child, whom I named Lumen, won them over with his gentle presence and remarkable abilities. His bioluminescent skin became a symbol of interspecies possibility. His emotional resonance healed more wounds than mine alone. As for me, for the first time in years, I woke each morning with purpose. Not the hollow dedication of running from grief, but the grounded certainty of raising someone who trusted me completely. Sometimes when Lumen dreams, he projects flashes of his true home. Crystal caverns, the Queen's luminous form, the choir of harmonics echoing through subterranean halls. He misses her. Course he does. But one night, as he pressed his small hand against my cheek, he whispered into my mind with a clarity he'd never shown before. I chose you because your heart called mine. And I knew then that the Queen had been right. My heart had space. Enough for him. Enough for us both.